And it goes a little something like.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be going over some just basic things. It's just like it's like a beginning for like more advanced building, like using the tools that you might not even notice that were there, like the selection tools and the resizing tools and all that stuff. You probably use the resizing tools, but there's also like a copy tool, and you might have found like, what is the point of that? So today I'm going to be teaching you how you could use those and like glitch build and stuff like that. This is just a pretty short video, but again, I'm sorry for posting so late. I know I'm going to be actually trying to post every week now instead of every 4 days, but I'm not going to delay this video any further, and I shall see you. Okay, so I am in another account just because I was saving up my money. And in this account, I actually have $6,000, so I still have, or bucks, I'm sorry, they're called bucks, but I have a bit more. So we're going to be trying to do a glitch build in this tiny home. So I'm going to be first searching up a block. I'm going to be putting it in the center, and we're just going to be resizing it like really big. And as you can see, if I would leave it like this, I would just repeatedly fall out of my house, and it would not be good for my game, and I'd have to find a way to delete it. But the next time we're going to teleport out of here and we're going to be falling, I'm just going to quickly use a propeller and propel myself up. So I have reached the top. It took me a bit. This is for glitch building, if you're wondering, but we're going to be now going over here, and I'm going to be doing my placement grid to small. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but it helps with the movement. And we're just going to be dragging that box a lot lower, like into my house. Okay, it's very, that's why I was falling through it, is because it was so like, it was so much higher than my normal house. So I'm just going to perfect that. So as you can see, this is not good. Has to be just a teeny bit higher than my house. And the point of this is that I'm going to now click exit home, and then when I walk in, I should spawn on that block and not just fall through into the ground. And as you can see, yes, we are laying down. But that usually happens with these kind of things. So yes, as you can see, it works, and now I can go on with editing this. I'm just gonna change it a bit, and now we can make a different color. We can make it a green, like a grass. Oh goodness, that's a bit hideous. It's very bright. Okay, this is a nicer green, and maybe I want to make this look like a little park, you know. So we're gonna say mound, and then we're going to select this grassy mound, and we're just going to resize it a bit, make it a bit smaller, and put it in that corner here. You see, because my placement grid size is smaller, it actually gives me more freedom to move things around. And now I can search up a tree. So we're just going to be selecting one of these trees here. I'm going to be selecting this one. And I don't like it in this pot here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lower it until you cannot see the pot anymore. And it's kind of like, as you can see, I have to go back between the advanced movement and the default dragger. But, or was it called advanced dragger? I'm sorry, is it called advanced dragger? I don't even know. And as you can see, I cloned it and moved it to the corner there. That's why you clone stuff, so it keeps it where how you resized it, it's going to be the same. And then I'm just going to be selecting a table here, and I think I might make a drink like in the table. So we're gonna be finding a glass. I don't really like those. Let's look for shapes here. If you just go to you're gonna find this thing called shapes, and you're just gonna click on that, and then we're gonna head over to glass shapes first, because I want to make like the glass, and then I'm gonna make liquid inside. So let's just find one. We're gonna be doing one of these cylinders, and we're just gonna be, I forgot here and sized it down, but we're actually going to make it bigger, and then once it's all done, use the selection tool to size all of it down. So you'll see when I do that. But yeah, and then I'm just going to go to like the basic shapes, and we're just going to be finding a cylinder that I can put inside there. Oh goodness, that is ginormous. We do not need to make it that big. Okay, as you can see, it's gonna be doing this one, and you gotta inspect from all angles here, because even if it looks good, it might be extremely off-centered. Yeah, it is advanced move, sorry. We're calling it, okay. Well, that's okay. Even if it looks extremely centered, it might be not, so always look at it from the top angle first, and then that's where you can decide if it's good. And then now that I know it's completely centered, I'm gonna make it some Fanta, you know. Now I want to make a little top to it, you know, like some soda that you could get at like a fast food store or something. So they don't actually have, I think they might actually have discs. It might have been to my own stupidity for making it the harder way, but in my way, all I did was I just used these like little rings, as you can see, and yeah, as you can see, it was completely off-centered, even though it looked like it was centered. So as you can see, I just moved it around a bit. It took me a bit. I remember you can build like sky castles using, you know, simple shapes. That's usually how people build them. And it takes a lot of time to, you know, resize things and stuff like that. So now we're just going to take some bricks and we're just going to place them along like that. And we're just going to place them along the top. So just like that. And it's going to be a bit harder to place them, so we're going to go again and do the advanced move, so it's just going to be a bit easier to place everything. And then I could just lower it in there, and then it turns dark. Perfect timing there. It's a bit harder to see in the dark, but, and then we're just going to clone it and move it. Oh, okay, we're gonna move it right there, and as you can see, so now our little drink here has a top, and the final touch that we're just gonna add is a straw. So we're gonna be using this cylindrical beam, I think it's called, and I'm just gonna be putting it in there, and it's really big. So I'm just going to make it a teeny bit smaller so it looks more like a straw. And we can just lower it in the drink so it fits nicely. And I'm going to be putting it a little in the corner here, you know. Kind of looks like boba. If there was you probably could take like some spheres and then make actually boba. I bet you could. And we're just going to be turning them all into this off-white color. I prefer to use off-whites than like actual white. When building, it's just a bit nicer to me. White's very bright. And then finally, we have made our drink. So all we're going to be doing is the selection tool, and we're going to be clicking that and selecting the whole drink, making sure it's all selected. We're going to make it a lot smaller, and then we're going to put it on this little table here. Oops, that's too small. So, you know, that's cute. I like that. I think that looks really cute. So this is just a very simple tutorial that I hope y'all enjoyed. I will be trying to put out a new video next week. So yeah, I love you all, and I hope to see you in my next video. Please consider liking or subscribing. Bye!